If you are on a roadway or a bike trail in California, Caltrans has probably touched it.
The Smartsville Curve Correction Project that's currently happening on Highway 20. It's a curve correction and shoulder widening project to help improve public safety in that community.
And we're doing it for the taxpayer, we're doing it to give them a safe roadway, and we're doing it to protect the environment because we all need clean air, we all want to have wildlife, and that is a huge part of what we do for the state.
I've been at Caltrans for about 5.5 years now. When I tell people that I'm an archaeologist, they immediately say, "Oh, that's really cool." And then I say I work for Caltrans, and then they kind of give me this confused look like, they have archaeologists?
Our number one thing we want to do in environmental is to avoid resources. We do not want to impact, but if we do impact resources, we do the best to minimize. For biologies that are going to affect fish or frog, for cultural resources that are going to affect archaeological sites or built environment.
It's really cool to watch a project from beginning to end and be a part of that process. To say, you know, I helped protect cultural resources on this project, or hey, I know there's a site there that I helped excavate. We had multiple cultural resources that we had to identify and work to avoid. We performed archaeological excavations out at that site to determine the significance of those resources, and then we had to mitigate. We use obsidian hydration techniques that tells us the age of when an artifact was produced. We use sourcing, called XRF, that tells us where the artifact came from. We utilize starch grain technologies to tell what kind of plants were used with artifacts. To be able to bring on new staff that are fresh out of college, that are from other agencies, that have different perspectives, that allows us to take on these new challenges with a fresh set of eyes, that allows us to adapt because we have the strength of diversity at Caltrans. That larger perspective about how not only Caltrans works, but how the laws work in general is so helpful for when you go back to your specialty and how you're going to produce your work, you know, and what you need to do to make sure we're compliant with the, you know, larger umbrella of NEPA or CEQA. It's difficult to find a permanent position in the world of archaeology, and so it's nice to have the permanent stability of this job.
It never gets boring. There's always a new project. There's always something that makes you think, that gets you outside your comfort zone and your box, that it keeps you growing as a professional as well.